All right, welcome to the Blueprint,
Episode 10.
The Big 10. All right, so today we're going to be talking about last week's game against Westside, this week's game against Norfolk, some guys who are back from injuries, Yonk's keys to success this week, the state
Our
playoff.
keys to success.
Well,
This week it's our keys.
oh, okay, and then state playoff bracket update, and then end it off with a little CPDT.
Yeah. All right, so let's start about Westside last week. You want to talk about it?
Do I want to talk about it?
Or let's talk about it.
Okay. Not our best performance as a team. I don't even remember what the score was, but it was bad.
52-20. But at the same time, I think that's the best outcome we could have had for state.
Oh, for state.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where does that put us kind of bracket-wise, if you know?
For state?
Yeah.
So Omaha North or West Side, and then Millard South would be on the first side, and then we'd be on the other side with Papia South and Elk South.
Okay. Well, it's good for us at least.
Yeah.
Norfolk this week, I mean, I've heard a lot of buzz about them, actually. They haven't lost to any bad teams.
No.
So, I mean, it was a close game between them and Elkhorn South.
Yeah,
I know
they
Elkhorn
kept it
South
somewhat close.
won, but, I mean, I feel like that'll be a good game for us, but it'll also be kind of a game where we need to set ourselves apart compared to how we've been playing.
We need to settle back in from last week.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is the game to do it because they're pretty good competition that we could also or make our mistakes up with.
Yeah. Saul's back this week. I know he had been injured for, the last 4 games?
I think so, yeah.
Because he got hurt against Millard West.
Yeah.
I think it was his ankle. He'll be back this week. We had Corrigan come back last week. They didn't really utilize him as much as they had been.
No.
Still trying to work him back into the game.
Those
But
two being back before state's huge.
yeah, we need those guys when it gets deep into state. Let's go to our keys for this week, so we can talk about those a little bit more.
Yeah. We'll eventually go to Yonk's keys if they come in on time, but we're just going to go to ours right now. First one, I say don't play scared. I think they showed they were scared against Westside. Just simple mistakes that they were making, just got embarrassed almost. So this week they just need to resettle and don't be scared.
Yeah. Played a little timid. I know. Like, they weren't even that much of a better team than we are. Like,
No.
they just outplayed us.
Yeah.
They
were way more physical.
They had way more grit than
Yeah.
we did.
It looked like our team from last year.
Yeah, it did. We weren't aggressive enough when it came to tackling.
No.
I know you can't, and I'm not going to criticize any one guy because it's not just one guy. It's like the whole defense. You need to, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I play football, but you need to wrap up. You can't just
Yeah.
try and go for like a hit stick every single time.
Yeah, I think our linebacker room especially, it showed that they weren't filling any gaps this past week. They would hand the ball off to Tate, and he would automatically get 5 yards, and then the corners would have to bite
It was
in.
more than that.
Yeah, the corners would have to come in and tackle because linebackers weren't filling any gaps. And they're also playing through injuries. Corrigan's back. Mike has a separated shoulder. And then
Mike Navarro does?
Yeah.
Really?
Separated shoulder and a torn labrum in the other one. So we've been playing through injuries.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's no good. Our second key is we need to clean up the penalties. We did a good job of not getting too chippy. I know they had a couple times where they got penalties for. They had a couple penalties for like taunting and stuff like that, pushing, like all that type of stuff. But
Yeah.
we more needed to clean up. Like, I saw a few false starts. Like,
Yeah.
those are mistakes that we just can't make.
Yeah, for sure. Just those mistakes were just going to cost us the game. And we got to start out hot. I think this past week it kind of had a rough start. Just started out slow and just made some mistakes that kind of shifted the whole momentum of the game. I think that started the whole, blowout almost.
Right. Well, I mean, another thing that this is unrelated to the third and fourth, but I feel like getting this first loss out of the way kind of takes the, like,
I think
the
it's actually
nerves
big
out of
for
it.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we needed that almost to an extent.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't against West Side.
Yeah. Let's go to our third one.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, playing against Tate, we need to wrap up tackles and clean up missed tackles better. That showed a lot against West Side. I mean, Tate and Braylon Warren rushed all over us.
Yeah.
They had some QB read options where he kept the ball and he would just get first down, and no one would bite.
Yeah. I mean, got to give credit where credit's due. Tate, very impressive performance.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to be mad when you're going up against a guy like that, but at the same time, like I said, we need to just wrap up. You can't try and hit stick him. I don't care if you have like a personal beef with him. Like, you got to wrap him up. You got to get him down. I don't understand how he doesn't have any offers yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be a grade thing, a behavior thing.
Yeah, you're
Who
right.
knows what's going on there?
No, you're right. I mean, yeah, got to just clean it up on the defensive side. All right, and our last key is we need to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I know you had said Mike injured.
Corrigan Saul.
Well,
Carney was hurt earlier.
Trosh is done.
Yeah, exactly. But still an injury where that's out.
Yeah, I mean,
Just can't afford to have any more players in the future getting hurt.
yeah,
Especially if we want to play up till Memorial Stadium, hopefully. We need everybody else healthy.
we had talked about that next man up type mentality that we've had all season.
It shows still.
It shows still, but it also last week's game kind of showed us how
We need our
we
captains
need
and starters
we need our guys. Our one good thing that came out of this week, though, I feel like, is our pass game.
It looked a lot better.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be helpful a lot in state, especially, and this week too. I think teams are just watching film and just seeing that we're just feeding the ball to Angelo. I think we have a pass game. It'll be a lot better for like our offense. We can put up more points and just give Angelo some help.
right. Let's talk about this week's game against Norfolk while we're at it. I've heard that their defense does some weird stuff with like shifting linemen to try and draw penalties from the
Yeah.
offense.
I heard Elk South got killed on that this past week.
Yeah, we need to lock in on that.
Yeah,
Like-
I think our offensive line will be just fine. I think Bober's got him in a good place, and I bet you he already knows about that. They've
Right.
probably been practicing it all week, hopefully at least.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
if they're
We'll
saying
see.
if the players are saying that, then they obviously
Yeah.
are practicing it.
yeah. Let's kind of move over to the coaches poll updates as well. We can go back to more on the Norfolk game, but Millard South at 1, West Side at 2, Elk South at 3, Omaha North at 4, and us at 5. I don't
Kind of
think
insane a
that
little
we
bit.
should have dropped that much.
No, I think we should be 3. Elk South lost to West Side way worse than we did.
Exactly. They didn't put up as many
20.
points as we did, too. They put up, what, 3?
And Omaha North, they have more losses than us. So
Exactly.
I
I
think
mean,
it should be Millard South, West Side, us, Elkhorn South, Omaha North.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of a blessing in disguise for us, that loss, like you said, because then Millard South and West Side are going to be on the same side of the
Yeah.
bracket. So
And I think Papio South maybe should be in front of Omaha North.
that's
think-
not crazy
I think
to
they're
say.
very underrated.
That's not crazy to say. Who'd they lose to? Was
I
it
don't
West? I
remember.
think was it West Side?
It might have been West Side.
think it was
don't
West
remember,
Side.
though.
Well, after this week, there are no more, or after last week, there are no more undefeated teams. Yeah, I mean, rough week for us. I mean, we'll definitely bounce back, though. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, that takes the edge off. But I don't think we should be number 5 on the
No.
coaches poll.
Yeah. No, the loss looks bad, but I think it's very good at the end of the day for state, and all good teams need that one loss to lock in again.
Yeah, I mean, I got a bone to pick with Elkhorn South being ahead of us. Like you said, when they lost, it was worse. But I mean, like, what good teams have they played?
Yeah, but I think just West Side as of right now. Papio
Exactly.
South this week.
That'll be a good game.
That'll be a good game.
Because we've played Papio. We've played what 4 or 5 top 10 teams.
Yeah.
And they've played what? One?
One or two, maybe.
They play Columbus?
I don't know. Yeah, they have. So 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that us being at 5 is a little unfair. State playoff bracket update. I know we had kind of talked about that a little bit already.
Yeah. So it looks like Millard South and West Side will be on one side with Omaha North. And then Elkhorn South, Papio South, and Prep are the 3 top on the other side. And I think Elk South and Papio South would play in the first or second round. So we would only have to play one of them.
Right.
And they might be playing each other twice in the span of a couple weeks. Playing this week and again early in state. That'd be very interesting.
It would be.
Same with us in Norfolk, though.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see this week against Norfolk what kind of the team's looking like going into the end of the season. Overall, I mean, I was pretty, content with how we did in the regular season.
Yeah, this is a huge stepping stone into prep football in the future.
Yeah, that's one of the best seasons we've had in
At the end of the day, it's just one game.
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely showed, the new coaching that we brought in was a huge help. I mean, guys are a little more gritty than they were last year as well.
Leadership is huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Being bought in.
Yeah.
Definitely huge.
And the Yonk's mantra helped them a ton.
Yeah, the prep has nobody thing. I know you could see guys walking around in the weight room wearing that Blue White Days wearing around the weight room. It was we kind of labeled it as our mantra this year.
Under their pads on the practice field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that definitely helped a lot with, kind of bringing the team together.
Yeah, for sure. All right, 2 more things. Make sure you pop out of the game on Friday. It's CPDT at halftime.
Ooh.
And then last we'll talk about hot takes this week.
Well, before we get to the hot takes, what's the theme this week?
For the game? The student section theme is pink out. CPDT theme is a surprise.
Last home game of the year, senior night. Be there.
Yeah, need you guys there. Pack the cage.
Yes, sir. All right, and then some hot takes for this week. I think we shift away from so much of the running game, and we kind of try and get our legs moving in the passing game for state. Because we can't – once you get into state, teams are going to know you're going to run the ball every play.
Exactly.
I mean –
especially when you have Angelo.
Exactly. You could even throw Angelo at, slot receiver. Like
you did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a hot take for me is Corrigan will be used a lot offensively.
Really?
During CP yesterday, Mr. Williams or Collins was my CP, and Mr. Williams came in. He was drawing up plays on the board, asking Colin where he's supposed to be in these offensive situations. So I think that'll be a big one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Norfolk.
Going back to the old prep ball, where Yonk always uses fullback. So
while we're still here, let's take a look at kind of Norfolk's stats and some of their top guys.
Kaz had him up earlier, actually.
Really? All right.
They used one quarterback halfway. He has him halfway through the game, or halfway through the season, and he got hurt or something.
Okay. Let's see what we got. All right. So QB is Parker Rabis. I had
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Looks but they had a different quarterback start in the first 5 games of the season. Who knows what happened there? Possibly an injury.
Let's not downplay them at all because they're still a pretty decent team.
Looks like their wide receiver core is actually very good.
Yeah.
Looks like they're a pass heavy team.
Very pass heavy compared to a lot of the teams that we've played. I mean, they have a fair amount of rushing yards, but it's very pass heavy.
Yeah.
Their defense, I mean, that's pretty good. They have a couple guys who are
41 tackles.
41 tackles, 67 tackles.
Bro.
5 tackles for loss. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. This will be a physical game, I think.
Yeah. It'll be a defensive battle, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
Mike will still be playing this week, right?
Hopefully. I haven't heard anything that he won't be, so.
All right. Well, he's one of our big keys to the linebackers. Corrigan being back, too, is also great for the linebackers.
Help, yeah.
Angelo, I'm sure, will get on defense a fair amount because we're not
will.
going to be using him as much offensively, hopefully. let's.
Or hopefully run more running back screens.
Yeah.
We haven't run many of those.
They're the Panthers, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Let's see what they got schedule wise. So
They're 5-3.
they're 5-3.
Pretty
The
solid.
teams they've lost to were, oh wow, Papio South, Elkhorn South, and Columbus.
Columbus is top 10. Papio South is top 10. And Elkhorn South is top 10.
I don't think Elkhorn South should be ahead of Pap South.
No, I don't think so.
Elkhorn South was 34-19. That's not close.
Papio
but
South beat them, what, 49-0?
49-0.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
the only thing about that is Papio South's star running back's hurt now. So, I mean, I
Really?
guess you could argue that, but I still think their defense is really good. I mean,
Who's-
they held them to 0 points.
who's that running back?
Derek Jones.
Okay. Let's go to kind of their stats. I mean, 81 receiving yards a game. That's
Pretty good.
That's
very
that's kind of
good.
high for
high school.
For high
that's very
school,
good.
yeah. Let's see. They got a guy 5 interceptions. That's not bad.
They have more passing touchdowns. Yeah.
They have a lot of passing touchdowns compared to us. Couple fumble recoveries.
I mean, this team's good.
Yeah. 50% completion on passing though.
Yeah. They
It's
probably
not-
don't run many.
It's not great.
They probably don't run many like screens though. They probably actually throw the ball.
Yeah, it's ballsy. Let's see what else we got for player stats. Okay, so their starting quarterback looks like he averages about 72 yards a game. They have a junior as well who looks like he's played a few games.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only had 2 attempts, though. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Kind of that backup quarterback scenario.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll kind of... Let's hope that he doesn't really know how to sit in the pocket or, like, get rid of the ball fast because...
Hopefully, big game from Aaron Shaw in the D line.
Yeah, can't mess with him. Also, we have Roberto, and Cooper Fix has been having a great season.
Yeah.
I know I've said that a billion times, but that's a big part of our D line. He's also a sophomore too, so we'll see him for the next 2 years.
Yeah. All right.
All right, I think
That's
that's
it.
it. Yeah.